believe one of the residents today. I immigrated to Canada in August 2008 with my family, and the reason behind my move was the political climate that was prevailing at that time in my country was not quite conducive for me to bring up a young family. And also at that time, Canada was opening doors for internationally educated professionals, and especially for doctors through a fast-track program of immigration. So I just thought that it is a really ideal opportunity for me to continue my passion in the field that I was working in. And I also thought that it is a country that provides a better equality, a freedom, quality of life, which would be good for my kids, as well as to pursue my career goals in the field of rehabilitation. First day we came in summer, so it was quite bright and nice, and that was the expectation that I thought I'm going to have in life. It's going to be bright and nice. The most striking feature that I experienced was, in addition to the weather, was the diversity of the people that I saw. I have never been in a place where there is such a diverse population. You walk into a mall, you get into the subway, you go to the library, you see so many different faces, and that made me realize, okay, I also can be successful in Canada. Considering the residency in Canada and specifically in Toronto, and with relation to my field of practice, I have been practicing in rehab, which in Sri Lanka, I would say it's still in the infant stages of rehab. And to transfer into a country where they're revolutionizing rehab was somewhat a major task that I had to overcome with. I did some work with Health Force Ontario Marketing and Recruitment Agency in training international physicians. This is something that we started to develop over the time, is to have our initial session on how to make your goals and have a game plan.
The University of Toronto training program for physiatry is a 5-year program in which the residents who are accepted will progress through the different years to develop the skill sets to function as a physiatrist out in the community or in an academic career.
That's good. So I'm signing here as a witness, and I'll just get things set up, so we will go ahead with the test.
Gully, our lovely resident who came into our program in the past year, impressed us immensely on his paper application as one of the top in that 80, and we shortlisted him down to 14 people that we interviewed. Gully's application was very strong, as mentioned, because he's practiced as a physician doing rehabilitation work in Sri Lanka for many years. His skill set was not only for working as a physician, but also as a leader in his ability to champion care for individuals in the rehab process from many different walks of life and from many different types of injuries. So we had, really quite pleased with his application, such that we granted him an interview, and he carried on to completely impress us with the interview process. He was mature, demonstrates very good knowledge of the rehab process, and we felt he was going to make a very strong candidate.
You know that we are going to do this test, and I'm just going to fill in the form, which is the consent form. Okay. And it's like the last time we did it 6 months ago. We are going to repeat the test just to make sure that things are happening fine. Doctor-patient relationship, I would consider like any other relationship. It's basically built on trust. And in addition to have a good relationship, you should have a good communication skills and social skills. So that's paramount for any relationship. And the cough that you're experiencing in the nights, is it better now? My advice or my take-home message would be, you will never get a second chance to make a first impression. Whatever you're doing it right, do it the best. And results will come sooner or later.